Good morning, Lakeview. It is Wednesday, April 13th, and we are going to have our Wacky Wednesday schedule today. So let's go ahead and get the day kicked off and get to our announcements. All right, the first one, level up reward update. So let me go to my screen to see. I have some groups that are almost about to get free seating. Pod 7, you are almost there. I know you guys can do it today. That we'll see all green from you guys today. And also Pod 4, you guys are almost there. So Pod 7 and Pod 4, let's work hard today at following those procedures, doing the right thing, coming in to class, doing our work, following teacher instruction, procedures from lunch to recess and specials. I know that you guys can get it today. I did have some pods that lost their free seating, but I know that they will quickly earn it back because they are going to do their best today and follow those procedures. We had some pods that had a little bit of a struggle in the cafeteria, not following procedures, leaving large messes, up singing and dancing and goofing around. So remember, when you come into the cafeteria, whether you have free seating or you don't have free seating, we still need to be following those procedures. It's okay if there's an accident that we make a mess. That happens. I drop stuff all the time, but it's important that we clean up after ourselves, okay? That is what is important. So it's totally okay that we have those messes, but we have to clean up after ourselves. However, we should not be having purposeful messes. What I mean by that is we shouldn't be taking our milk cartons and turning them over, throwing them around. Food throwing, that will definitely keep us from getting free seating at lunch, those types of things. So you guys, let's earn it back today. I'd love to see that all pods have free seating. And as I'm talking, I see that Pod 5 is almost about to have free seating also, that they have been changed mostly to green. So great job to them. So we have several pods that might get free seating tomorrow. We'll be checking at the end of the day and early tomorrow morning. All right, next update. Tomorrow is the last day for tutoring. So if you have tutoring after school, remember that tomorrow is your very last day. And then starting next week, you'll go home like you normally do. And we have no school on Friday, so I hope everyone enjoys the extra long weekend. And then also, state testing starts next week for 5th grade. And when we get to Pixelated Pieces here in a minute, Mrs. Mann and Ms. Conklin are going to give us some extra testing tips, and we're going to be continuing to talk about that over the next few weeks. But state testing starts next week, 5th grade. So remember, whenever you guys have testing the night before, it's important to do those things like laying out our clothes, getting an early bedtime, having a good breakfast in the morning, whether you eat breakfast at home or at school. Make sure that you have those things. That way you're not stressed and worried about them. And we'll get to more testing tips in here in just a minute. But before we do, I have today's Miller 5 shout out. I love this shout out. Today's Miller 5 shout out goes to some students in Miss Rocha's homeroom. They saw a student sitting by themselves yesterday, and whenever they did, they invited that student to come over and sit with them. So I am so proud of you guys that we're doing that. Thank you so much. It's always important that we include others and invite them to come sit with us or to come play with us. So great job to you guys. All right, it is time for our corny joke of the day. So I'm going to bring in Miss Mann and Miss Conklin. If I can find my screen. Hold on. Hold on, ladies. Told you guys it's been a while since Miss Frame's done this, and I have lost my screen. There we go. Good morning, Miss Conklin.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Mann.
Good morning.
You guys know how it is whenever you have several tabs open.
We do.
Absolutely.
Well, before we get to our corny joke of the day, Mrs. Mann, is today a special day?
Of course it is. Every day is a holiday. There's always something to celebrate, and every single day. Today is School Librarians Day. We have a very special school librarian, so make sure you pop by the library today and tell Miss Gosen what a wonderful job she does, because we all know she does. I think I've heard about some special lessons she's been doing in the library lately. She always comes up with innovative ideas, and she always wants to help you find a book that interests you. So if you decide you don't like to read or you can't find the right book, ask. She's got great recommendations. She wants to help you find something. So also, it is also Scrabble Day. You can't really tell, but see, I got Scrabble on my phone. So help stretch your brain in different ways, come up with different words. I know spelling is a difficult thing for lots and lots of people. And so, because we have autocorrect and all those things that help us nowadays. So stretch your brain with Scrabble, because I've learned lots of two-letter words the more I have played Scrabble. I know that sounds really silly, but anyway.
All right, ladies, I think I have my Pixelated Pieces slide after Corny Joke of the Day. I may have that backwards. I apologize.
That's okay.
That's okay.
But we will do it after Corny the Joke of the Day, whether the slide's there or not. All right, who's ready for a Corny Joke of the Day?
Ready.
I am.
Guess what?
What?
We found the Corny
Hey,
Joke.
that's awesome. I love it.
It was in Mr. Hines' office.
It was.
It was.
I'm not surprised.
It was. He's a busy man. All right, let's get to it. I bought a box of animal crackers, but had to take them back to the store. Do you know why I had to take them back to the store?
No.
No.
The seal was broken.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Oh boy, that was good.
Oh, I do not have my Pixelated Pieces slide. So, but I do have the video pulled up. So, do you guys have anything about it before I start the video?
Well, we are going to start talking about some test taking tips, because of course we know that we're all getting prepared for our wonderful state tests that are coming up that we're going to start taking next week. And so we want you to be prepared and feeling great about everything and how things are going. So we want to give you some tips.
Yeah, last time we talked about test anxiety. And so these are some tips that will also help you to alleviate some of that test anxiety by being prepared, being ready, like we do on the Miller 5. So pay close attention. There's no audio words. There's music, but you got to pay attention and read. Teachers, if you want to read it out loud to your class, that's fine too.
All right, let's pay close attention to these tips.
Well, I really love that video. That's super amazing, and it's got so much information on there. So I'll just take a couple of things and talk about them. First, I thought that I loved how it said, "What are tests for?" And it said to see what you know. So now is your time to shine and to show what you know. And it's also a time to show your progress. So you've learned a lot from the beginning of school until now. And so now's your time to really do your best and show what you know.
I love that. I love how it started off that way, because sometimes we're like, oh, a test, but I love that it tells you why you take them, right? Things to do before the test, get a good night's sleep. You should be doing that every day because your body needs that anyway to make you the best learner you can be. Eat a healthy breakfast. That doesn't mean grab a Twinkie on the way out the door. If that's all you have, eat something, but we would love for you to eat something healthy. Nothing wrong with Twinkies, just not enough protein to get you through the day. So I love Twinkies myself. But anyway, we also serve breakfast here every day for free. So you can always stop in and have breakfast here at school. Also, Mrs. Frame already mentioned this, but get your clothes ready the night before. Have your backpack already packed and ready. So all you have to do is grab it and go. Set your water bottle out. Things that you can do to help your day be less stressful, okay, and that you can be ready to go. So what do you do during the test? Some of the things that it said, Ms. Conklin?
Absolutely. Think about what you know. If you're reading and you're doing your test questions, think about what you know. Think about the directions. What were the directions? What did it tell me I'm supposed to do? And then kind of work through that process. Use your time wisely, and then look back. Even though it's not a time test, you still want to kind of use your time wisely. If you've been sitting there for 30 minutes on one question, it's probably time to move on to the next section or question or whatever, because that's a long time to be on one question. And then look back and see, did I answer all of my questions? Is there something else that I might want to add? Is there something that stands out to me that I should maybe choose a different answer? So those are all things that you can do during the test.
Yeah, go back and check your work, cross off those wrong. If you're looking through a question, eliminate the answers that you know are incorrect so that it can help narrow it down. Also, on your test, if there's a question that is too difficult, you want to come back to it, you can star it, and it will bring you back to it at the end of the test. That is something that's good on our testing platform. Also, there's a map at the end so you can check to make sure that you answered all the questions so you didn't skip one. Last few things, because I know we're running out of time. These are most important. Are you ready? Don't panic. Okay. If you get in there and you're like, I don't remember how to do this, don't panic. Take some deep breaths quietly at your desk. Get your mind reset. Don't get frustrated. Okay. Stop and take a break for just a second. You can do that. Do your best. And the thing that I loved at the end, I loved this video. This is a race where it doesn't matter if you finish first.
Right.
We are not giving away prizes for the kid who's done with their test first, ever. We're never doing that. We want you to do your best. The person you're racing against is yourself. Okay. Show what you know so that you can shine, like Miss Conklin said. So that's all.
I love that. I think that's one of the greatest tips is it doesn't matter who finishes the test first or last. It just matters that you were careful whenever you were taking your test, that you were reading it through carefully and doing your absolute best. So if someone finishes before you, it doesn't matter.
Right.
You were just worried about you.
I do also want to say it's not a race to finish last either. If you do not sit there and take, like she said, a ton of time on a question, do your best guess. And sometimes you've just got to guess and move on. So sometimes that's what you need to do as well. So
that's right. All right. Thank you, ladies. Those are such great tips. I heard the bell. We are going to quietly stand up and get ready for our flag salutes. Goodness. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Oklahoma flag salute. I salute the flag of the state of Oklahoma. Its symbols of peace unite all people. You may be seated for your moment of silence. During this time, you may reflect, meditate, pray, or engage in other silent activity. All right, thank you. All right, ladies, we are going to level up today and have lots of pods, having free seating tomorrow. Like I said, I have lots of pods that are almost all the way green, so I know that we can do it. Let's go ahead and launch this day. We are
Lakeview.
We are not
Average.
We will strive
For the Miller 5.
and whatever it takes, we will
Grow.
3, 2, 1.
Liftoff.
All right, make it a great day, everyone. Let's level up. Happy Wednesday.